Chapter 1 Quick Start. When you first launch Pro Tools 10, you are introduced to the Quick Start session dialog. This gives you powerful access to create a new session, but also helps you choose different audio session guidelines. Create a new session from template. This option gives you the option to set up a wide variety of groups of folders of reconfigured default sessions, ranging from audio file types, sample rates, input-output audio settings, along with the session bit depth, depending on if you are recording a singer-songwriter or recording for a live venue. Create blank session. Many times, this will be your best choice when you are starting to record a new audio project into Pro Tools. Open recent session. If you are running Pro Tools for the first time, this option will not be available, or if you have previously cleared the recent sessions list from the file menu. Open session. Selecting this option gives you full access to navigate to a previous Pro Tools session file and opens it for further change. Bit depth/sample rates. Both are very important to digital recording as they determine how accurately similar to the original sound is compared with the sound that is digitally recreated. Bit depths. The number of bits of information that have been recorded for each audio sample correlates to the accurate sound quality resolution of 16 bits or higher. 16-bit. Select this option if you are running a session that has fewer audio tracks, mixing, and post-processing steps involved. 24-bit. Most music production suites choose this option when dealing with multiple audio tracks, mixing, and post-processing involved. 32-bit floating point. This is your best choice for bit depth choice, as it helps avoid distortion or other rendering issues. Audio interface. A USB or FireWire audio interface gives you the ability to connect various recording sources to your computer, helping to bridge the gap from analog to digital. Such instruments that need an audio interface are microphones and line-level keyboards, external MIDI hardware modules, and drum machines. Sample rates. Sample rates are responsible for getting the original audio sound reproduced by a digital representation that can duplicate the audio frequencies that the human ear can accurately listen to. 44.1 kHz. This quality is found to be equal to compact discs, most often used and recommended for music studio environments that are adequate for such projects, home and professional studio recordings. 48 kHz. Film and video projects rely on this format as it's most commonly used for DVDs and video post-production. 88.2 kHz and 96 kHz. These sample rates are twice as powerful as 44.1 kHz. Audio recorded at this sample rate will take up much more drive space, but higher resolution for processing will be optimized. 172 kHz and 192 kHz. These sample rates are 4 times as great as 44.1 kHz. Audio recorded at this sample rate will take up much more drive space, but higher resolution for processing will also be optimized. Note: all of these options can be changed via the bit depth option in the session startup display window. Higher bit depths need more space, along with the audio bandwidth for streaming. Therefore, when choosing a sample rate that is low, it is usually preferred to select the lowest same rate that the Pro Tools offers, as this will help with optimizing the file sizes found on your sessions folder. If a project's requirement is to minimize sound degradation along with greater frequency response, then a frequency rate above 44.1 kHz is suggested, as this is compensation in the loss of disk space that is needed for the computer's hard drive storage. Audio file formats. Pro Tools has two audio file formats, WAV and AIFF, can normally be found to be friendly on most PC and Apple operating systems, and helps to import mixed audio file formats easier to process into a single session. It is recommended to select a WAV format because of its reliability. I/O settings. These are audio signal path input configurations that are responsible for controlling the way in which audio is routed to and from Pro Tools. The stereo mix setting is suggested if this is your first time using Pro Tools. Whenever an audio file is being played back or saved, this can also be imported or exported into earlier sessions. As you become seasoned with Pro Tools, the I/O settings will begin to start automatically remembering the settings that were being used on your last session. Interleaved. Pro Tools 10 now gives you the option to take two linked mono files and combine them into a single audio stream.